All right, nice job, Kegel's Bike Shop. Hey, riders, parents, listen up for tonight's riders meeting. All right, Jake says it's time to go. Riders, head on up. First go rounds to staging. We're going to get started here pretty quick. You should tell everybody. Nelson, I'm gonna drop a bomb on everybody right before that gate drops for first go around, so be ready. I said I'm gonna drop a bomb on everybody before that gate drops for first go around, so be ready. 10-4 for the nuke. Not the kind of bombs that Dana drops either. She heard that. Yeah, we are ready in the tower. Looks like first go around. Nelly B's got them locked and loaded up there. But guys, before we start the race, announcement, September 5th and 6th, our vintage weekend. We're doing something extra special out here. I introduce to you the 2026 first annual Cobra course. Now, if you look back to the left side and all those trees, September 5th, you're going to see a downhill, winding, old-school BMX track, building a whole second BMX track for our vintage weekend. That's going down September 5th at our Vintage Bike Show. Old school race, so gnarly, we had to build a whole track for it, Nelson. Now, the Nick Long Pro-Am Pump Race might not have got you back on your bike, Nelson, but if building a whole second BMX track doesn't, I give up. I give up. So excited. We'll share some more info with you guys. 2026 Cobra course brought to you by Troy Schley and the gang. Already in the works, Nelson. We're ready to go up here in the tower.
Yeah, all I got to say is rad.
It's going to be killer. I'm talking straw bales. I'm talking pennant flags. I'm talking rubber band gate starts. It's going to be awesome. All right, Moto 1 locked and loaded. 6 and under local open. Here we go. All right, Moto 1 out there. We're rolling. Heading down that first straightaway, 6 and under local open. Embry, St. Clair, Strissel, Crocker, and Newton heading downtown into turn 1. Let's see what's going on in that whole shot. You know who it is. It's got to be the 92 out there. Prime time, Embry. Around that tower turn we go and headed down that third straightaway, a.k.a. the Rock Ness. Embry's got it going on. Taking 2 out there out of this first go-around to 6 and under local open. And I see Nitro Newton right there on that 2 spot, 117 bike. See if he can hold on to the 2 as we bring it down that back straightaway. Oh, yeah, prime time in control of this one. 92 scooting through. Here comes a 239. Oh, Steel Bone Strissel. Man. Moving right on through. He'll take that second qualifying spot out of Moto 1. Steel Bones, Mark. Brand new rider. Just graduated BMX Racing League. Look at that. Powering down that back straightaway. 7-8 out there, Moto 2, Lee, St. Clair, Smith, Wynn, Edwards, Saucy, Brossi, Jr., and Tingham out there. Around that 2-turn we go. Man, speaking of, there's another one right there on the top spot. Kavari Lee, 623. Yeah, hustling down that third straightaway. It's another brand new BMX Racing League rider, guys. Yeah, coming on back this way. We're looking for top 3 moving on. Let's see what we got. Oh, little lap traffic. Got the 120, the 623, and Laser Lincoln on the 99. Yeah, gates down, 9-10 local open out there. Moto 3, Simmons, Teague, and the Gus Bus, Gustafson. Heading down that first straightaway into turn 1. That's got to be textbook Teague out front right now with a whole shot. Yeah, DJ Dan, you got to come out and get on the bullhorn. We're not going to set up a PA up there. We're going to have Jake's old actual bullhorn that was used here I think it was in the 30s or 20s or something. But he still has it, and it still works. Original bullhorn from Rockford BMX from back in the 80s. We're going to be using that for Troy's Cobra course. Super excited about it. I'm trying to talk them into digging a little pond and putting some rainbow trout in there to jump over, but so far we're not having any luck with the rainbow trout. But we'll see what we can come up with. We got a little time. 13-14 local open Moto 4. Suter, Ortigas, Stewart, Nelson, and Manuel. Rocket Ray powering on through with a 15 bike of Suter. Moving on out of Moto 4. 5 out there. 11-12 girls cruiser. Michelson, Henderson, Melton, Woodby, Geiger, Tingham, and Zariah Henderson. It's got to be Midwest colors out front right now. Coming on that 3 straightaway. I think that's Geiger, Tingham on the top spot. Taking one more with her. So we head down that 3 straight, in and out of that final turn. Midwest Militia colors on the move right now, coming on back this way. Yeah, 188's in there. Geiger Tingham with a 2 bike. Flora Henderson cruising on through out of Moto 5. 6 out there, 14 cruiser, Mikos, Michelson, and Lane. Coming down that 3 straightaway. It's got to be Hawk Lane out front right now. 606 bike, he's got it going on. Heading down that back straightaway. I think that's Michelson on the 2. The Mac Attack out there on the 3. That's how to go in Moto 6, 14 cruiser. 51-55, 7 out there, Farr, Barnes, Bungie, Fox, and Pulaski. Yeah, got the 071 bike out front right now. It's Gavin Farr on the move. Bungie right there with him on the 2 spot, 14 bike. Good battle going on up front with these two. We're taking two, but this one's all about the bragging rights coming on that back straightaway. Bungie going wide line down the back straight. They're both in there. Bungie and Farr moving on of Moto 7. Moto 8, 5 and under novice, 6 wide, Anderson, Vol, Wolf, St. Clair, Danhoff, and Cooper. Gate comes crashing down. We're rolling out there. No, you know what we're looking for? 3 wide down the Rockford drop. Oh, yeah. Heading down that first straightaway. Let's see who it's going to be here as we head on into Bermzilla. Jude the Dude, 258 bike out front right now. Yeah, buddy. Jude the Dude out front right now. He's taking one more rider with him. Lots of track left to go. 610 bike out front right now. 610 bike in the 2 spot right now. Waylon Vol. Special shout out to Waylon Vol and Danny Wolf, man. He's got, whoa, little detour there. He was so pumped on that shout out, he just cut the whole track to come to the tower and say thanks. You okay, Waylon? It happens to the best of us, man. Somebody dropped a nanner peel out there or something. Anderson coming on through. He's going to take the 1 or 2 out there. And the 626. Hudson Cooper. Shout out to all those riders in that class that just graduated BMX Racing League. Guys, we got another open house coming up next Saturday. So if you're looking to get those kids enrolled in another awesome session of BMX Racing League, we've got one coming up, 25th. Join us, free open house next Saturday, 10 to noon, guys. Yeah, coming out that back straightaway, we got 6 novice out there, motor number 9. Got the 612 bike, Wyatt Faherty. Oh, good battle going here, taking 2. Ooh, the 166, get it? Jam Bam Nelson moving on with Wyatt Faherty on the 612. Nice battle out there. Novice classes are loaded up for Wednesday night. Campton Green, Ortigas, and Scudito, St. Clair, Russell Rangieri. This is 7 novice out there. Moto number 10, again, looking for 2 more riders heading to that main event. So we head down the back straightaway. Yeah, it's got to be the 630 bike coming on through. Judah Green in there with a 297 bike. Parker Russell Rangieri. 11 out there, 8 novice, Edwards, Crocker, and Danhoff. Good to see Soy Sauce back in the house. Sawyer Edwards out there. Chaz, I looked everywhere for that sprocket. I could not find that sprocket to save my life. It's somewhere. I have it. I don't know where. That's got to be the Tumblebee out front right now. 52 bike coming on back this way. She's going to get the low point out there, 257. It's Colt Danhoff on the 2. What's up, Soy Sauce? Edwards, he'll get a 3 out there on Moto 11. 12 on the track right now, 9 novice. Johnson, Lovett, Hicks, Weed, and Cruz out there coming on that 3 straightaway. Yeah, again, looking for 2 more riders moving on to that main event here in Moto 12. So we head out of turn 3 and back this way down the beautiful back straight. Jax Cruz in there with a 1 or 2, followed by the 934 Caspin Hicks moving on out of 12. 13 out there, 10 novice, O'Leary, Raxter, Vusco, Kiltz, and Durham. Coming on that 2 straightaway, 68 bike with a whole shot out there. That's Malaya Kiltz on the top spot, heading down the 3 straight. Oh, yeah, moving on to that third turn. Again, top 2 riders moving on to the main event here. We're 3 wide up and over Thunder Mountain. We'll get to that in a second. Moto 14. 68, Kiltz coming back this way. He's going to hold on to that top spot with a 940 bike taking the 2. That's Ryder Vusco. Guys, I know a lot of you are starting school here. Got time to grab a couple buddies and bring them out to our open house. The 22nd, guys, is coming up quick, so still time. Yeah, I think half of them start tomorrow and half of them are the next week. 11 novice, 14 coming on back this way. 718 bike on the top spot. That's Abel Westcott. 432 bike, Dylan Decker taking 2 and then 937. Code Bear Clayson with a 3 out there, Moto 14. 15, 17, 20 novice, Newton, Driscoll, and Wolf. And it's got to be Fly Zone colors on the top spot. 176 bike of Matt Newton. Ooh, Driscoll right there in his hip pocket. We'll see what happens second go around. Wolf with a 3 out there. At a Moto 15. 16 out there, 36-40 novice. Cooper, Overt, and Embry and Vusko. Yeah, I think that's primetime senior out there. Coming on that back straightaway. We're looking for 1 here. Got a good lead going. 116. Here comes the 151. Oh, the 116. He held on to it, right, Vusko? Yeah, 116 of Vusko is going to hold on to it. 6 inner out there. 17, Crocker, Newton. Primetime junior and Strissel. Heading down that 3 straightaway. Room for 1 rider here. Man, 8 inner loaded up, 8 wide. Look like a bunch of thoroughbreds coming down that first straightaway. We'll get to that here in 1 second. Yeah, back this way to the stripe. It's got to be the 92 bike. Prime time, doing what Prime time does. He'll take that one and only out of 17. 18 out there, 8 inner. Listen to the crowd out there in this one. King, Newton, Whitlow, Tingem, Lee, Braw, Smith, and Wynn. That's got to be Midwest colors out there in the top spot. Oh, yeah, I think that's Cash Money style, the 120 bike. Coming on back this way, I think our track champs out there in the 2 spot. Yeah, 120 powering on through with the track champ. And Kavari Lee, the 623. Moving out of that first go-around of Moto 18. Guys, I'm calling it right now, the 8 inner main event. We got to make everybody leave the park and pay for tickets to get back in. That is going to be the hottest of heaters out there in 8 inner. 9 inner, I'm just kidding. Nobody has to leave. 19 coming on back this way. 121 bike, a Duncan Campton moving on through with a 13. Ensley Michelson moving on a Moto 19. Speaking of the girls club, guys, ladies' night's coming up. Helena, your yearly ride. Yeah, once a year she gets out there and gets on a bike. That's also the 22nd. So that's from 4 to 7, I believe. So ladies' night's coming up here. So all the ladies in the house, that's a free event taking place. Yeah, auction going down to benefit Comprehensive Community Solutions. So, yeah, guys, I should say gals, 22nd. You always put together the good stuff with the homemade goods. The homebrew. Teague coming on through with a low point, Cadilla with a 2, Zimmerman with a 3. Last year you did the honey, and there was a, yeah. 13 inner out there, 22, Canones, Ortigason, Williams, and Swain. Yeah, coming on that back straightaway. Got to be Williams out there, 68 bike coming on through. He's going to take that one and only on a Moto 22. Word on the street, Sassy Pants Swain sitting Illinois District numero uno right now, which is a pretty big deal. So she's going to be trying extra hard the remainder of this season. Good battle, 14 inner out there, 23, Parham, Zimmerman, Geiger, and Nelson. Yeah, coming on that back straightaway. Yeah, the 115 bike, a Zimmerman out there. The lady that owns this BMX track is calling me while races are going. 26:35 intermediate. Hi, Candy. You're live on the air at Rockford BMX. Burkett, Scuduto, Monajano, Nelson, Kiltz coming on back this way. The 15 and the 679 moving on through on a Moto 24. '61 bike coming on through. That's Zimmerman out of 25, taking that one and only in 36:40 inner. 26 out there, 51:55 intermediate. Barnes, Pulaski, and Melton. Looks like Barnes going to roll the gate. Got a one-on-one battle between Pulaski and Melton. It's got to be Pulaski out front right now in the Kegels bike shop. Whitby, you going to do the Cobra course or what? We're building a whole second BMX track for a weekend, guys. I'm telling you, that's going to bring everybody out of the woodwork, like Nelson Brown, and Zach Bungie, Mike Whitby. Maybe we'll see if Brandon Carroll will roll down that hill. We'll see what happens. Yeah, moving on through with Pulaski and Melton there, 1 and 2. Must have. Got Manuel and Michelson one-on-one battle out there, and 13 Expert 27. It's got to be the 28 bike coming on through. Michelson. Manuel out there with a 31 bike. What's up, Chris? I know you're out there somewhere. Yeah. There he is. 15 Expert 28 on the track right now. Gray, Suter, Hernandez, Bungie, and Beard coming down that back straightaway. Well, yeah, it's got to be the 39 LC style coming on through with Bungie. Wow, Bungie with a hustle on the 44 bike. 16 Expert 29, Chesser, Phelps, and Moore. It's got to be the 134 bike. 134 out there right now. Carmelo Phelps. Speaking of guys that have been getting real fast out there, this guy's one of them. Phelps got it going on that third straightaway. Yeah, coming down that back straightaway. Phelps going to take the low point. Got to be the 51 bike of Zachary Moore with a 2. Shout out to Zachary Moore, man. He was out here Sunday after races. That was the last kid riding out here, and he was given 110% laps for like an hour straight. So nice job, Zach. Good hustle. All right, we got our Strider crew up there. Should have Zoe O'Leary, Bailey Moore, Maverick Garcia, and Jax Lerma. Hannah, Sugar Rush going to have some candy for sale out here Sunday? Announcer gets 10%. Don't forget it. You find a little finder's fee, 10%. You got to pay up. Hey, Sugar Rush. Hey, 10%. Okay? Nothing's free. 10%. I'm just kidding. Maybe instead I'll just buy some candy. Sugar Rush, you got any of those wax soda pop cans? Those are my favorite. I'd buy a whole truckload of those things. Yeah, gate comes crashing down. Again, we got Zoe O'Leary, Bailey Moore, Maverick Garcia, Jax Lerma. Heading down that first straightaway. We'll give them some tunes. Always awesome having DJ Dan up in the tower, y'all. If I had one wish, if I could guess what song you would have just played, it would have been this song. I would have guessed this song. Word on the streets, Chaz Edwards is having a bunny hop contest out there in the parking lot. I think Troy's got the bars in there. Set them up. Bunny hop contest. Yeah, we got Midwest Militia colors out there. I think that's Bailey Moore, the 579 bike. Paddle battling down that third straightaway. Yeah, again, Zoe O'Leary. We got Maverick Garcia and Jax Lerma out there. And right now it's all Bailey Moore, 579. Cruising down that third straightaway. Yeah, coming on back this way, the 579. That's Bailey Moore. Going to cruise on through. Nice job, Bailey. She's been known to smile as she crosses that finish line almost every single time. That's probably because BMX is awesome, right, guys? Right? That's probably why. Yeah? Be careful, your shoe's untied down there. Gotcha. Jax Lerma. Look at this battle. 729 and the 488 coming on through. Maverick Garcia. Zoe O'Leary going to round it out. Great job, Strider Riders. And that is going to do it for first go-rounds, guys. Second go-rounds. I'd head on up to staging. Be ready to go with second go-rounds. We're going to get going here pretty quick. Hey, Corvan, did you hit a banana peel Wednesday too? Or Sunday? I saw that. I was like, smooth? Fence. What happened down there? A lot of banana peels floating around this track lately. Gianna Roby, she hit a whole bunch of banana peels. Yep. Seriously, though, stop getting hurt. Yeah, it's not cool. Stop getting hurt. Nobody likes it. Your mom and dad don't care for it. So just knock that off. All right, guys. Jake says second go round, ready to drop those gates. Second go round, head on up to staging.
Man, what do we got to do to get DJ Dan up here? Every race. Evie Slang. Top of the charts. Nice. Do that at school too? Yeah. What do you got? What do you got?
Hey, Nelson. Have you ever shared anybody about your personal thing? I don't know if anybody out here knows. I don't know if you guys knew this or not about Nelson Brown, but Nelson Brown was actually one of the original Jersey Shore stars. It was in season 1, and he actually voted to leave the show after an altercation with Snooki.
Oh, that's
I don't know if you
Snooki.
guys knew that. He doesn't like to talk about it a lot. I think it's pretty cool, Nelson. I'd be talking about it to everybody.
Knock it off, knock it off. Nelson, yeah, I've seen Nelson's crazy eye, and I tell you who brings it out, Snooki. Okay? Not too many people that Nelson Brown would have an altercation with, but Snooki's one of them. All right, second go-rounds. Jim Tan Laundry is done. Second go-rounds. Time to go, Moto 1. Here we go. You got to keep it fun, man. You got to keep it fun. All right, gate comes crashing down. Moto 1 out there, 6 and under. Local open. Look at St. Clair, Crocker, and Nitro Newton. Look at this bar-to-bar battle down the first straightaway. Nitro on the inside. Oh, yeah, he's got the whole shot going on, 117. Oliver Newton coming on that 2 straightaway. Around the tower turn we go. It's got to be the 132 out there. Carson Crocker right there with him. These guys got a battle going on. How about Sawyer St. Clair? Can you guys do me a favor? Make a little noise for Sawyer St. Clair out there in the third spot. Look at that blue mohawk flying. So fast that the moose just wouldn't hold tonight. It was sticking straight up at the start of the practice. 117 coming on through. Nitro Newton getting it done out there. The 132, Carson Crocker on a Moto 1. 2 out there, 7-8 local open. Now, yeah, more bar-to-bar warfare out there. 64 and the 161. That's got to be Saucy Brossy Jr. and Bryson Smith out there battling with St. Clair and Soy Sauce. Yeah, heading down that 3 straightaway. Good battle going on up front with Saucy Brossy and Slicing and Dyson. They got lap traffic coming their way. Oh, Saucy Brossy on the outside. He's going to come on through with the 1 of 3. Smith is in there. So Bross, Smith, and Soy Sauce. Sawyer Edwards getting out there out of Moto 2. 9-10 local open, Moto 3 in the track right now. Teague, Gustafson, and Simmons. Hey, that's got to be textbook Teague out there. 13 bike coming on back this way. He's going to get the low point one more time. 86 bike of Gus Bus. I'll take a 2 out there. Simmons with a 3 out of Moto 3. 4 on the track, 13-14 local open. Ortigas and Nelson and Manuel coming down that 3 straightaway. Yeah, we got room for 2 more. I think that's Manuel on the top spot, Nelson in the 2 spot. So we head back this way towards the stripe. 31 bike. Andrew Manuel going to cruise on through with a 22 and Nelson on a Moto 4. 5 out there, 11-12 girls cruiser. Michelson, Henderson, Melton, and Whidbey. Heading down that 3 straight. Top 3 moving on here. And I think that's Michelson and Henderson. Got a good battle going on up front there. Taking 3, 1 bike's in there, 4 bikes in there. The 8 bike of Melton all moving on a Moto 5. 6 on the track, 14 cruiser. Hawk Lane got the low point first go round. Michelson, oh! Michelson on the inside throws on the blinker. He's going to take that low point spot away from the Hawk. Wow. Yeah, buddy. Tied up at 3, Hawk. Tied up at 3. Man, we'll figure it out here. Third go round main event time. See who's got the gusto. 51-55 cruiser out there, Moto 7. Barnes, Fox, and Pulaski. Barnes going to roll it on out there in the 22 bike. So Fox and Pulaski will both be heading to the show. Fox out front, Pulaski. Pulaski's still going to race him, though. Coming on that back straightaway. Pulaski's still going to race him. He's got a nickname to uphold here. Back straight Pulaski. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, 500 novice out there, Moto 8, Vol Wolf, St. Clair, and Dan Hoff heading down that first straightaway. Well, yeah, we got room for a 3 out there. Top 3 riders moving on. In Moto number 8, that's got to be the 610 bike. Waylon Vol, keep it going straight, buddy. Keep it going straight. First go around, he ended up almost in the creek. That fence wasn't there. He was going swimming with the fishes over there. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, Waylon Vol's got it going on out there, 610 bike. We're taking 2 more with him. And then out of that final turn we go here, 500 novice. I'm calling all these novice classes are going to be absolute barn burners come main event time. So, yeah. Coming on back this way, the 610's in there, the 140 bike's in there. Danny Wolf, Waylon Vol. Room for one more. Downriders back up on that first straightaway. That downrider can hear you down there, guys. Don't be afraid to make some noise. Support these downriders when they crash and get back up. It's a big deal for them out there. 6 novice, that's a 145 that took it down there. That's Odin Andorfer. Oh, man, poor guy. So it looks like Whitlow and Everett Weed. It could be Weed. Wow. State 1 with a little power wheelie down there. Man, Iris Whitlow, princess style with a power wheelie. Moto 10 out there, 7 novice. Campton, Ortigas, and Scuduto and St. Clair all bunched up in the front here. Room for 3. So we round that 2-turn. I think that's Landon St. Clair out there. The 165 bike's got it going on up front here as we head down the third straightaway. It's got to be Claire Ortigason in there in the mix. And Drew Campton. Yeah, coming down that back straightaway again. Top 3 riders moving on to that main event. Top 3. Let's see what we got here. 165 is in there. It's got to be St. Clair. Got the 65 and the 153 are all moving on. That's Campton and Ortigason moving on out of Moto 10. 11 out there, 8 novice. Edwards, Crocker, and Danhoff. First go-round looks like the Tumblebee got the low point. 52. Somebody down there in the Midwest Militia pits, let her know that I said her nickname tonight. Because, man, she is just quizzing me. Bar-to-bar battle coming back this way to the stripe with a Tumblebee. 52. Tumblebee making it happen. Yeah, but that's what happens when I say her nickname, apparently. She's going to get the low point. Dan Hoff with a 2 and Edwards with a 3 out of Moto 11. 12 out there, 9 novice. Johnson, Lovett, and Weedy. Let me know if it's Weed or Weedy. I'm probably saying it wrong. It's probably neither. Coming on back this way, out of Moto 12, I think the 167 bike, or just the 67 bike. Mavis is in there, followed by the 227. We got another Mavis in the house, all right. All right, 13. Looks like Nellie B's getting them sorted out up there. Are we missing somebody? Should have O'Leary, Raxter, and Durham. All right, somebody's going to sit this one out. So we've got a little boat ride going on out there. Both riders heading straight to the show in this one. Oh. Okay, Abel Raxter wasn't feeling too good tonight, so sending you some love from the tower, Abel. Hope you're feeling better. 938 bike out front right now. It's Cannon Durham's got it going on out there with a 171. JP O'Leary, both riders, boat ride. They're both heading to the main events. Out of Moto 13. Moto 14, 11 novice. Westcott, Decker, and Clayson out there is what we had first go around. Total points action here in 11 novice. Yeah, and then out of that first turn, we got Twisted Colors out front right now. I think that's a 718. Abel Westcott. Westcott, around that 2-turn we go. 432 bike in the 2 spot out there. That's Dylan Decker. Clayson on the 3. Yeah, coming on that final turn and down the back straightaway again. Abel Westcott's got it going on the top spot. Decker, Clayson, 2 and 3. I think that's how we're going to wind up here out of Moto 14. Yep, that's how it'll go. 15 out there, 17, 20 novice. Newton, Driscoll, and Wolf. I think that's Newton out front right now, 176 bike. Fly zone style on the top spot. Coming on back this way. Battle's going to be for second. Here comes Driscoll. Yeah, Driscoll powering on through. He's going to lock down that 2 spot one more time. Nice job, Logan. Nice hustle. You know, I'd like to point out that Logan's girlfriend was not down here in the infield cheering him on like he was for her. Week in and week out, I'm just, something I noticed. I didn't see his girlfriend cheering him on from the infield charismatically and enthusiastically. But, who's taking notes of that? Okay, you got an excuse. You got an injury. Okay, we'll let it slide. We'll let it slide Wednesday night, but not Sunday. The S6 inner out there should have Crocker, Newton, and Strissel. Steel Bones on the move out front right now. We're taking 2. This is not a total points race. Steel Bones out front. He's going to cruise on through the 117. My man Nitro Newton moving on through out of Moto 17. 18 on the track right now. 8 inner should have King, Whitlow, Bra, Smith, and Wynn. All bunched up in this one. Taking the top 4 riders. Top 4 moving on to the show. Oh, yes, that Laser Lincoln on the move out there. Saucy Brossi Jr. out there in the 2 spot. Yeah, let's see what we got here. 99's in there, 64, 49. And the 161. Oh, you better stay on the gas when you got a Sugar Rush King coming on through. Man, he's going to make it happen. But Sugar Rush doesn't hit the brakes. She knows only gas. That's it. Not the kind that DJ Dan knows. 9 inner out there. Coming on back this way, Moto 19, 45, and the 95 are moving on. Dempsey and Moore moving out of 9 intermediate, Moto 19. 20 out there, 10 inner. Should have Simmons, Roby, and Barnes. Heading down that 3rd straightaway. That's got to be Meow Meow on the move out front right now. Taking one more with her, Simmons. I'm sorry, the Raven on the move. Caw-caw! 24 on the 175. I give it my best, but it's not intimidating at all. 11 inner. The point was to give her a new nickname that was more intimidating and more serious, and I sound like that. Yeah, I sound like that. That's me trying. Come on. 11 inner. 21, 13. Teague's coming on through with a low point one more time. The Italian Stallion, Cadilla, he's going to get a 2 out there. And the Zimmerman, 33 bike's going to get a 3 out of Moto 21. Yeah. 13 inner, 22. Canonis, Ortiz, and Swain. Sassy Pants Swain on the move, coming on through here with a 155. I'm just saying, these track MVPs that we pick out, I mean, that's one of them right there. The Sassy Pants Swain, who is also Illinois #1 right now, okay? I'm talking all these MVPs, if you notice. Hawk Lane, I'm saying, yeah. Some battle cats that we pick for these MVPs. 14 inner coming on back this way. 2 bike and the 22 moving on. That's Nelson and Parham out of Moto 23. 24 out there, 26, 35 inner. Should have Burkett, Scuduto, Manahano, and Nelson. Top 2 are moving on. Burkett, Scuduto, and Nelson. Manahano's in there already. Coming on back this way, I think that's James Burkett out there, 213 bike. In there with Scuduto on the 19 bike moving on through. Out of Moto 24. 25 out there, gates down, 36-40 intermediate coming on back this way. 25 on the track right now. So we head downtown into that first turn. That's got to be Fly Zone colors on the move. Tubbs, 101 bike. Yeah, it's got to be the 69 bike out there. Fast Pat on the 2 spot, heading down that 3 straightaway. Todd Tubbs, Patrick Harold coming on out down that back straightaway. Tubbs and Harold, 1 and 2. Moving on through out of Moto 25. 26 out there, 51-55 intermediate. One-on-one Kegel's bike shop battle with Melton and Pulaski. Guys, I think it's the first 100 ladies that attend ladies' night get a free button brought to you by Kegel's Bike Shop. So there's also a link for T-shirt pre-orders on the event page for that for ladies' night. So check that out. Message the page if you want to order a T-shirt. All that is online. We'll share a link at some point tonight or tomorrow. So check that out. 13 Expert, good battle going on here in 27. A Rocket Ray out front right now. Coming down that back straightaway. 7 bikes in there with a low point. 28 bike in there with a 2. Manual with a 3. Out of 27. Taking out cones. 15 Expert, 28 out there. Should have Suter, Hernandez, and Beard. Heading down that 3 straightaway. Twisted colors on the move out front right now. It's got to be Ashton Beard, your 1 bike. Coming down that back straightaway, Beard. Taking one more with him. Suter on the move. 23 bike. Oh, Suter shuts it down. The 23's in there. Hernandez taking that second qualifying spot out of 28. 29 out there. 16 Expert. First go around. Carmelo Phelps got the low point. I believe Zachary Moore got the 2. Dylan Chesser out there. Popped the clutch. Something's going on with the ride there. Guys, if you're having any bike malfunctions, loose chains slapping around, maybe you need a couple PSI in the tires, head on down to Kegel's Bike Shop, guys. Everybody down in that bike shop has been wrenching on BMX bikes for literal decades. So for all your Go Fast needs, guys, we're real lucky to have that little brown building down there in the house. So head on down to Kegel's. They can get you set up. All right, Strider Riders in the house. You know what? I should do the Strider Rider Awards with my light-up shoes on. They'd get a kick out of that. Oh, Jake got them. Jake, you going to hand them out down there? Well, you guys get a treat. Jake's down there with the trophies for the Strider crew, Nelson. All right, gate comes crashing down. Strider Riders. Paddle battle going down first straightaway right now. Again, Zoe O'Leary, Bailey Moore, Maverick Garcia, and Jax Lerma. We got a drag race going down in that first straightaway. Guys, we're going to need some trophy card volunteers for the mains. 4 volunteers for trophies and 1 trophy cards and 1 for trophies. So if you guys want to help us out so we can get through these main events, come on down to the finish line. 4 trophy card volunteers needed. You know what? Shout out to the Mack family. They're not here tonight, but they gifted me a couple years ago these sweet light-up shoes. How cool are those, Mavis? Shout out to the Mack family for hooking it up with these light-up shoes. When they raced in the Striders class, they had light-up shoes racing in the Strider class, and I loved them so much they bought me a pair. Pretty cool. $5.79 coming on back this way. Nice job, Bailey Moore. Big smile on top of it. Sugar Rush, you like my shoes? You like those? Yeah. Look at this drag race going on, guys. Look out. 739 to the 729. Ho! I'm calling a dead even tie. Too close to call right there. Man, that's Maverick Garcia and Jax Lerma. Too close to call. What do you think? Who got it, you think? I think it was too close to call. I got an idea. Let's do a Sunday single-point race sponsored by Sugar Rush, okay? And the novice classes get a little sample of some Sugar Rush goods. We'll buy the Sugar Rush goods, Okay? And the winner of all the novice classes that day got a sample of Sugar Rush candy. What do you think?
I don't think that's no candy yet.
Okay. 488 Zoe O'Leary coming on through. Nice job, Zoe. Well, let's talk a little more about it. Let's have a business meeting, okay? Okay. Going to have a business meeting. Figure out, get some Sugar Rush to the masses, okay? All right, guys, second go round. Nice job, Striders. That's going to do it. Hey, main events are up. So, guys, head on back to the staging area for the main events. And again, real quick, shout out to the Mac family for hooking it up with these sweet light-up shoes that matched them when they were in the Strider class. And I think they're driving now. So time flies. It's crazy. But, yeah, they gifted me these sweet light-up shoes. I will never not have these for the rest of my life. These are awesome. Got them charged up for tonight's races. Aren't those cool? Yeah. Not yet.
I think those were a part of Jersey Shore too, weren't they?
I think so, Nelson. All right, Sugar Rush. So I said candy. It's even better than candy. It's jewelry, and we got these sweet platform pedal keychains. Troy, did you see these? Look at this. This is what Sugar Rush has got going on. Man, this is awesome. Platform pedal keychains. That's what Sugar Rush is going on. Those are awesome. Nice. So she's got keychains, charms. What are they? Badge reels. Yeah, like lanyard carabiners. Yeah, gotcha. Heck yeah, she's got all kinds of goodies. So Sugar Rush. Pretty cool, man. Well, real quick, I just want to come down and remind everybody, August 22nd, guys, it's coming up quick next Saturday. It's our next open house for BMX Racing League. So, guys, I encourage you all down here on the bleachers, over here on the bleachers, down in the first straightaway, back there in staging. Go to school this week, grab some friends, bring them out next Saturday, guys, 10 to noon, free event, bikes and helmets are provided. So grab some buddies from school. I know it's solemn and downtrodden. We're all going back to school. But I tell you what, we can make it fun. We can bring some buddies out here and get on some bikes, race some BMX. So BMX Racing League gets started on the 25th. But next Saturday, 10 to noon, free open house out here, guys. So that's your opportunity. Bring some friends out here. Introduce them to Rockford BMX. Show them what we're all about. And we'll be here at 10 a.m., 22nd. Looks like we got our trophy cards. We got a loose squirrel on the track. He's racing out there. Man, you see that squirrel? All right, guys, main event time. Nelson's looking for you. Got a new track official out there on the first turn pole. He's climbing it.
Oh, man, Gary, you got to do the moonwalk in those things. Come on.
Nelson, I try to do the moonwalk. One thing's happening. Throwing out the back. No more back. Not going to work tomorrow. You don't want to see it. I promise you. You don't want to see that. Wow. Aren't those cool? The Max got me those.
They got the little wheels that go.
All right, Nelly B. He's got him locked and loaded up there. Hey, Nelson. Let's do it for Snooky. Main event time. Here we go. All right, Moto 1 out there, 6 and under local open. We need somebody to hand out some trophies. If there's anybody that can hand out some marks on it. Boom, just like that. 92 bike out front right now. Embry, Strissel, Crocker, Newton. Got a bar-to-bar battle going on. Nitro. Nitro's not letting it go easy. Coming down that third straightaway. Oh, yeah, 92 bike out front right now. Prime time, Embry. That's got to be Nitro. Newton on the 2 spot. Down Rider on that third turn. He's back up and moving. Coming on back this way, the 92 prime time. Embry will take the win out there. 117 bike, and Newton will take a 2. That's got to be Carson Crocker on the 132 bike. He's going to get the 3 out there, and the 239 bike, Lyndon Strissel, will get a 3. Oh, yeah, 7-8 local open, all bunched up in this one. Should have Lee, Smith, Wynn, Edwards, Bross, and Tingham heading down that third straightaway. Yeah, you know who it is. Kavari Lee out front right now. 623 bike on the move. He's got company coming in that 2 spot. Oh, Lee's got it going on. Let's see if he can hold on to it. Across the line we go into the stripe. Kavari Lee bringing home the win. 64 takes the 2. Saucy Brossi Jr. And I think that was Cash Money Tingham on the 120 bike with a podium 3. Moto 3 out there, 910 local open. Should have Teague, Gustafson, and Simmons. Heading down that first straightaway, that's got to be Levi Teague out there, 13 bike. He's got it going on. Textbook style, a couple low points for him. This should seal the deal on the win here for Textbook Teague. Yeah, heading down that second straightaway, 86 bike out there. That's Gustafson, Gus Bus. And Maven the Raven out there on the 3 spot. Simmons rolling it in nice and easy out there out of Moto 3. Yeah, coming on that back straightaway. It's got to be the 13 bike. Teague taking the win out there. 86 bike. Gustafson will take the 2. And Maven the Raven will take the 3 out there out of Moto 3. 4 on the track right now. Good battle going on up front right now. 13-14 local open. Suter, Stewart, Nelson, Manuel. It's got to be Rocket Ray out front right now. Oh, he's got company in the last straight. Here we go. Coming on that back straightaway. Rocket Ray in the 215 bike of Suter's going to move on in and make the win. Man, Suter, Stewart. 1-2. Manuel with a 3. Nice race out there, boys. Moto 5, 11-12 girls cruiser. Michelson, Henderson, Melton, Geiger, Tingham, and Fleur Henderson. 188 bike out front right now. That's Geiger, Tingham on the top spot. Midwest Militia looking for another win here for the team sheet. Oh, yeah. Coming on that 3 straightaway into the final turn. That's Geiger, Tingham, 188 bike. Coming on that back straightaway. Looking for a big win here in 11-12 girls cruiser for Geiger Tingham. 2 bikes going to take the 2. That's Flora Henderson. 4 bike takes the 3. That's Ensley Michelson, the podium 3 out of moto number 5. Main Moto 6 out there, 14 cruiser. All tied up here with Michelson and Hawk Lane. Yeah, buddy, around that 2 turn we go and headed down the 3 straightaway. Oh, yeah, Michelson taking it upstairs. He's got a good run going down here to turn 3. Hawk Lane, Michelson, 1 and 2, coming down that back straight. These gentlemen are all tied up, 3 points each. Here comes Michelson, looking to pull the trigger. Down to the wire we go. Hawk Lane's going to get the win. Michelson, good run. Mikos with a 3, saying those guys are fast, huh? Yeah, shout out to the factory Sundance kit. Yeah, Moto 7 out there, 51-55, Cruiser, Farr, Bungie, Fox, Pulaski. Good battle going on up front here with Farr and Bungie. Bungie in the 2 spot, trying to bring it on through to the line. 7-1. Farr, Bungie, 1 and 2, still racing out there. Fox coming on through in the 64. He'll get the 3. On the main Moto 7. Main Moto 8 out there, 5 and under novice. Anderson, Vol, Wolf, Danhoff, Cooper. Now, let's see what's going on that first straightaway. Jude the Dude, bar to bar. Yeah, over Thunder Mountain we go and headed on down to Bermzilla. Let's see what's going on with that whole shot. Jude the Dude on that 2 spot. That's got to be the 610, I believe, Waylon Vol. Yeah, sure is. Vol out front right now, 610 bike on the move. Jude the Dude trying to reel him in out there in the 2 spot. Vol, Anderson, 1 and 2. Heading down that 3 straightaway. Jude the Dude, he's trying to manual out there. Man. Yeah, right now it's all Vol trying to hold on to that win. Anderson doing a little shopping in the 2 spot. Here we go, trying to close in the gap. In and out of that final turn. Here comes a 3rd place rider on the move. Coming down that back straightaway. 6'10". Waylon Vol out front right now. Coming on back this way. The 6'10". Waylon Vol's going to get the win. 6'26" coming on through. Hudson Cooper. And Jude the Dude will take the podium 3 out there. On main moto number 8, main moto 9, 6 novice, Whitlow, Faherty, Nelson, and Weedy head down that 3 straightaway. I think that's Wyatt Faherty, 6'12", bike on the top spot. Don't count out Princess Whitlow, your Illinois state number 1, going for the inside. Oh, here we go. In and out of that final turn we go and headed down the back straightaway. Faherty and Whitlow battling up front. Across the line and down to the stripe, the 6'12", a Wyatt Faherty taking the big win. Princess Whitlow with a 2, the 166, a Jam Bam Nelson with a podium 3. Man, good racing going on in these main events. 7 novice out there, 630, Judah Green out front right now, Campton, Ortigas, and St. Clair, Russell Rongieri. We are 3 wide headed down that 3rd straightaway. Well, yeah, it's Judah Green, 630. He's checking out right now. He's gone. Well, lost a pedal down there in that 3rd straight, and we'll see how that podium's going to shape up here with a back straight hustle. We got a red Mohawk on the loose here. Well, yeah, Ortigason, 65 bike, trying to hold on to the 2 spot. Ortigason's going to hold on to the 297 bike. Russell Rongieri with a 3, and Judah Green bringing home the win there in Moto 10. Main Moto 11, 8 novice out there. It's got to be the Tumblebee out front right now. Midwest Militia crew down there. Make sure you tell Braley I said her nickname. I said it like 19 times tonight. Hopefully she heard it. Tumblebee out there on the 52 bike. She's got it going on. Colt Danhoff in the 2 spot. That's Soy Sauce on the 3. Man, Tumblebee on the move out front. Coming on that back straightaway, Midwest Militia style. She's going to cross the line and bring it on home to the stripe. The Tumblebee with a big win out there and the race face to go with it. Colt Danhoff's going to take the 2. My man Soy Sauce Edwards going to take the 3 out there in the 919. Main Moto 12, 9 novice out there. Should have Cruz, Weedy, Hicks, and Lovett. A 150 bike, Jax Cruz on the top spot. Yeah, Cruz got it going on down that 3rd straight. He's checking out. Good battle going on here for 2 and 3 as we head down into turn 3 in 9 novice. Oh, here we go. Little drag race going on for the podium 2, podium 3. The 150 of Jax Cruz coming on through. He's going to get the win out there. Big win here in 9 novice. 934. Caspin Hicks going to take the podium 2 in the 67. Mavis Weedy going to take the podium 3. Good job out there, Luther. Nice run, buddy. 10 novice. 13 on the track right now. O'Leary, Vusko, Kiltz, and Durham. That's got to be Michaela Kiltz out there, 68. Guys, if you've never attended Vintage Weekend out here at Rockford BMX, it's a thing of sheer beauty, man. I'm telling you. The right side of the road is the oldest running vintage BMX show in the country. This year, the left side of the road is going to be a brand new, homemade, old school track for something right here like this. A 68 bike coming on through for the big win. 940, Ryder Vasco is going to get a 2 out there. Cannon Durham a 3. Out of Moto 13. Yeah, guys are going to have a whole nother track built out there. Straw bales, pennant flags, Cobra course, guys. Vintage weekend. We're going to build that track for one weekend only. I can't wait. That's going to be a great time. Announcing it on Jake's original Rockford BMX bullhorn. It doesn't get any better than that. 11 novice, 14. Coming on back this way, the 718 Abel Westcott coming on through with a win here. And 11 novice, the 432 bike, Dylan Decker will take a 2. And Code Bear Clay is in a 3 out there at a Moto 14. 15, 17, 20 novice. Looks like Matt Newton's got a couple low points out there. Driscoll should have a 2 locked and loaded. Danny Wolf, he's sitting in the 2 spot. Here comes Driscoll. Driscoll saying, man, the girlfriend's awfully quiet down there on the first straightaway. Driscoll powering on through to the stripe. Oh, Wolf's going to get him for the lap. But trophy cards, he'll still get the overall 2. 176 and Newton's going to get the win. 725 at Driscoll with a 2. And Danny Wolf, 746 with a 3. Yeah, 36-40 novice, not a total points race out there. We got another one going on here with Embry and Vasco. Cross the line, headed back to the stripe, the 151. Oh, Dion Embry, primetime senior, is going to get the win out there. Vasco with a 2, Overton with a 3. Man, shout out to the Vasco family, man. You guys have just turned into hardcore BMX family, right? It's awesome. Father-son wins going on in that family. Was that fire department versus police department? Was it? I don't know. Is he? Oh, I don't know. That'd be something kind of cool. 6-inner out there, the 92 bike coming on through. Prime Time Junior going home with the matching wins. Nice job, Prime Time, and a 17, 18 out there, 8-inner. Here we go, stacked up in this one. Newton, Whitlow, Tingham, Lee, Bross, Smith, and Wynn. Oh, yeah, it's got to be cash money. Tingham, 120 bike out front right now. Here comes Nitro. That's not Nitro. That's Conrad. Newton on the 2 spot. Newton charging hard. Cross the line to the stripe. Cash Money's going to get the win out there. Newton with a 2. Kavari Lee, the newcomer, with a podium 3 in the 8 intermediate class. Very impressive. Yeah, made Moto 19 out there. 9 intermediate. Michelson, Dempsey, Campton, and more. Moves being made in Bermzilla. Here we go. 13 bike, Ensley Michelson out front right now. It's got to be the 121 bike in the 2 spot. Duncan Doodle Campton trying to reel in Michelson down that 3rd straightaway, a.k.a. the Rock Nest Monster. Yeah, moving on into that final turn. That's Michelson out front right now in your 13 bike coming on that back straightaway. Michelson looking for the win here in 9-inner. Across the line we go and to the stripe. Going to get the big win out there. Yeah, that's it. Girl power. Campton with a 2. A.J. Dempsey with a podium 3. Moto 20 out there, 10-inner. Miko Simmons, Gustafson, Barnes. Yeah, 56 bike. The Mac Attack. Mac Mikos out front right now. Sundance BMX Racing colors heading down that 3 straightaway. On the 56 bike, he's got it going on as we head on into that final turn. Mikos trying to hold on to this win here in 10-inner. Charging hard on that back straightaway, 86 bike. The Gus Bus trying to reel him in, but the Mac Attack's going to get the win out there, 86. The Gus Bus will take a 2. No, 24 bike. Maven the Raven out there is going to take the 3. Out of Main Moto 20. Main Moto 21 out there, 11-inner. Levi Teague should have a couple low points out there, textbook style. I think that's the Italian Stallion out there in the 2 spot, 105 at Cadilla. And Zimmerman, Kegel Bike Shop colors on the 3 spot as we head down that 3 straightaway. Yeah, coming on that back straightaway. That's got to be Levi Teague bringing home another one. Textbook Teague on the win. Italian Stallion on the 2, and Zimmerman on the 3 bike. 22 out there, 13-inner. Ortigas and Williams and Swain. It's got to be Williams out front right now. Congrats to Zayden Williams picking up the new sponsor, joining the Mangler crew. Man, he takes that 3rd turn real low. Coming on back this way, big win here for Zayden Williams, 155, Ortigason, and Sassy Pants Swain, will take the podium 3 out of main moto 22. Main moto 23 out there, 14 inner, Parham, Zimmerman, Nelson. Yeah, it's got to be more Keggles Bike Shop colors on the top spot. That's Camden Zimmerman, 115 bike out front right now. Coming down that back straightaway, that's got to be Lydia Parham on the 2 bike. Good battle going on with these two. Zimmerman, Parham, 1 and 2. That's how it'll go. Zimmerman, Parham, and Nelson, 1, 2, 3 out of main moto 23. Oh, main moto 24 out there, 26-35 inner, Burkett, Scaduto, Monahano, and Kiltz. It's got to be the 15 bike of Monahano out front right now, coming on that 3 straightaway. Monahano on the gas on the go fast. We got company coming here in the 2 spot. We got company coming to the inside. Oh, new rider taking over that lead. We're still bar to bar. Coming on that back straightaway. Monahano's going to take it back over, across the line to the stripe. Monahano's going to get the win out there. 213 of Burkett's going to hold on to the 2. Man, good battle out there. Oh, the hits keep coming here. 36-40 intermediate, Harold Zimmerman and Tubbs. Bar to bar with Zimmerman and Tubbs up front right now. Fly zone, Keggles Bike Shop. Tubbs moves into the top spot. In and out of that final turn. Down the back straightaway. Todd Tubbs, your 101 bike. Coming on back this way. Tubbs is going to get the win out there. Zimmerman with a 2. Harold with a 3. Out of main moto 25. Now, Moto 26 all rode it off together. So, I guess Pulaski got the win. Melton got the 2. That's how we'll call it. All right. Good racing, everybody. Good racing. See y'all back here Sunday, of course. And, yeah, guys. Next Saturday, everybody take note, next Saturday, grab some buddies and get them out here, Rockford BMX. We're starting up another round of BMX Racing League that following Tuesday, so next Saturday, 10 to noon, free open house, guys. We'll see you out here. See what happens when we do it for Snooki? They're all tied up. They were all tied up, right? So Drexel got the overall win. Stewart got the overall 2. Manuel got the overall 3. I thought that was it. 39 by Gray coming on through. Gray's going to get the win here at 15 Expert. Almost done. Not quite yet. 16 Expert, 29. On the track right now, should have Carmelo Phelps with a low point. I had a white sheet tucked in my sheets. That's what screwed me up there. Very nice. Yeah, it's got to be 83 bike. Chesser going to get the, Phelps taking the, 134 of Phelps taking the overall win. Moore's going to get the overall 2, Chester the 3. So trophy cards, 134, 51, 83 is how that one's going to go. Now we're all set. I had a white sheet in there. Would have worked if I was colorblind.